Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. And welcome back, everybody. She is our go-to when it comes to acupuncture. Learned so much in the shows we've done in the past, and she's located in New York City. That's where she does the acupuncture, but she also does so much more connected to Chinese medicine, herbals, and much more past that. Dr. Kelly joins us once again here on the program. How are you doing today?
Doing good, Steve. How are you doing?
Very well. I want to start with a question in real time here. And this came from a text of a friend that mentioned acupuncture. So here's the situation. I had a little just discomfort in my neck. Went to a chiropractor about 2 weeks ago. Went 2 sessions. I haven't been to one in, years. And after those 2 sessions a couple of weeks ago, I was feeling discomfort, like even more. What's going on there? Went back yesterday. He made an adjustment. I felt good for a little while. He said, yeah, it looks like your C2 has an issue, and it felt okay. A couple hours later, I start feeling discomfort again. Laying in bed last night, I couldn't even get comfortable. I woke up like 3 times. It was uncomfortable. Feels okay today. Kind of surprised it's okay. And I was texting my friend about it, and she said, have you thought about acupuncture? And I was like, no. And then here you are with us today. So for things like that, neck discomfort, he said my C2 is out of whack, whatever. Can acupuncture support things like that?
Yes, Steve. Actually, I have a lot of patients. They came to me for like neck pain, shoulder pain, lower back pain, all kind of pain. But before they came to me, they went to a chiropractor, they went to PT, they went to all kind of doctors already. But then they found out nothing really helps them. Then they said, why don't I try acupuncture? They came to me and they do feel better. So actually there are a lot of cases like this.
I need to make an appointment with somebody. And by the way, out of nowhere, the same friend said to me, can I use acupuncture in place of Botox? Now, we've talked about that before, but it's been a while, so I'm just going to throw that question to you once again.
Yes, I also have a lot of patients. They come to me or came to me.
Mm-hmm.
They still keep, seeing me. So they do come in for facial rejuvenation, but usually the first time, actually they came in for like shoulder pain or neck pain, lower back pain, whatever pain they have. So I treat them, the pain is gone, but they really felt, like I do care about them so much, and acupuncture is so effective. Then they ask me, Dr. Kelly, everybody wants to look more beautiful, like younger, doesn't matter what kind of age you are. So they want to look better. They said, can you help me? I said, yes. So the logic, basically the same. Doesn't matter it's about the pain or it's about the facial rejuvenation. It's the same. So acupuncture can move the qi and blood. When you have blood stasis or qi stagnation, you will experience the pain. If just the qi stagnation, the pain gonna be like a dull. But if you have blood stasis, the pain gonna be sharp, like a sharp pain. That might be the reason why the chiropractor couldn't help, because if they just adjust the disc, but they didn't really move the blood stasis away, patient gonna feel even worse because the blood stasis is still there. But when we do acupuncture, we really move the blood stasis. So your qi and blood are gonna be running smoothly in your body. That's why your pain is gone. Similar situation with the facial rejuvenation, we move the qi and blood. We tonify you. That's why your face look glowing. The wrinkle look less. The sagging less, more lifting. You look better.
You look fantastic, and you've shared with us that you've done acupuncture on your face, and what you said in terms of the chiropractic situation makes perfect sense because the chiropractor did his job to make that adjustment. But the pain I'm feeling is not in my neck. It's just above a shoulder blade. And it just like kind of used to like a dull, kind of sharp but dull kind of pain occasionally in there. And then when I move a little bit here, I can even feel it go up my back and, even the back of my neck. I've actually gone in a door jam, like just a door opening, and like just like kind of jam that in that spot, maybe to move things, and it actually feels a little bit better for a little while. So I totally see what you're saying. He made the C2 took care of that, but there's other things going on there that he doesn't take care of. That's just not his thing. We're going to pivot over to something else that acupuncture can support with, and that's allergies. This time of the year, people are sneezing and have congestion. Same thing with the common cold, and I would imagine the immune system as well that acupuncture can help with. How does it actually help, Dr. Kelly?
Yeah, so people would wonder, right? People who have allergies usually take a pill, right? I have patients come in, they told me, my skin is itching, I'm running nose, my eye itching, it's red. So I have to take a pill, to stop the itchiness, the symptom. So, but the point is everybody know the pill have side effect, right? Nobody want to take the pill forever. But if they stop, the itching, the running nose, everything coming back. So they come to me, ask me, Dr. Kelly, can you help me? So yes, we do, right? We use acupuncture, mainly use acupuncture to help people. Of course, we have also herbal formula. So basically, why you have allergies? One of the thing is people, we call it 正气不足. We can translate as the righteousness qi is not strong enough, or the protective qi is not strong enough. So in that way, you are more prone to either the cold or the heat or the wind or whatever, pollen very easily, like kind of like attack you, then you will feel something wrong. But if you're strong enough, kind of like immunity, right? If you think about immunity, that's maybe a little bit easier to understand. You're strong enough, even there are virus, even there are bacteria around you, you're not gonna get affected. You're still healthy. So for this kind of group of people, of course, I do have to check the tongue, check the pulse, ask questions, then get a diagnosis. It could be from like lung qi deficiency, or could be from spleen deficiency, or even kidney. Then I will target, if it's spleen, I will tonify the spleen. If it's lung, I tonify the lung. But some people may also have like deficient heat, right? Like yin deficiency. I will tonify the yin. So basically, like according to your situation, I will make like just the plan that I will pick up the phone just for you to treat you, to help you about the allergy. And it's very effective. One of my patients, he came in just twice. He said he stopped using the drugs. So his skin is stopping itching, running nose, everything kind of like stopped. So he's pretty happy.
You've mentioned different parts of the body, like the spleen, that have challenges, and this leads to colds and illness and all of that. You mentioned spleen here as we talk about colds. Is that very, very often when somebody comes down with a cold that there's a spleen deficiency?
Yes, actually, people who are easily get sick, usually it's like they are deficient, right? If they're strong, usually they don't get sick easily. But people on the deficiency side, usually like either lung deficient, they kind of like auto breath very easily, they cannot have enough air to breathe in. So these people also very easily to get sick. And spleen also. So spleen, I mentioned a couple of times, spleen do the TNT in your body. So transformation and transportation in your body for the nutrition. If your spleen is not strong enough, then you will have some leftover and your spleen cannot make enough qi and blood. So in that way, if you don't have enough qi and blood, you're not strong. Your immunity is gonna be weak. So the virus or bacteria or whatever, like in Chinese medicine, we have the evil qi, like right evil qi, which means kind of like, dryness, heat, coldness, wind, right? Like summer heat even, like, today actually pretty hot in New York City. Maybe in Long Island is a little bit cooler. In the city it's very hot. So the summer heat can be when the evil qi attack you. If you're not strong enough, you can get the summer heat. Then you can, even pass out, because you are like just too hot. But doesn't matter whatever the evil qi is, as long as you're strong enough, you should be okay.
I find that people have challenges describing what qi is. Now, you just mentioned qi in the blood. And you've described it before. But even I still talk to people. I try to verbalize it. Tell us what qi is, or even qi in the blood.
So usually people translate qi as energy. I'm not 100% sure that can really means the qi in Chinese medicine, but that's a word, basically everybody use. When they talk about the qi, we say, oh, it's energy. So qi is like, how do I describe it? It's like, for example, we breathe in air. You cannot see it, you cannot feel it, but we breathe in air every day, right? Every second we breathe in, breathe out. So qi is like kind of like energy, like move the blood, right? We call it qi is command of the blood. Blood is the mother of qi. So if you are not strong enough, you don't have enough blood, you cannot have enough qi. You will qi deficient. But the qi turn around is the commander of the blood to telling the blood move. You go to move to the body. So it's like they are hand in hand. They are very close related.
Would you say that many of the challenges that people have come from blood not flowing properly, getting stuck? Like you said, you might have blood that's not moving like it should, like let's say in a neck issue or a shoulder blade or something like that. Would you say that the majority of challenges that people have is because of the blood being stuck in a way?
Very good, Steve.
I learned from the best.
You know a lot about Chinese medicine now. So usually in Chinese medicine, we say if you have pain, right, means there's something, you have the blockage, right? Something blocked. So what blocked, right? Usually it's either qi or blood blocked. Like for example, when people have neck pain, shoulder pain, lower back pain, whatever pain, right? If it's sharp, usually means like kind of like some blood stuck somewhere, like you said, right? The blood cannot move. That's why you feel the pain. One good thing about acupuncture, why, a lot of people, they went to PT, they went to chiropractor, they still feel the pain because, they adjust the bone, right? The bone is okay, but your muscle and the blood in the muscle stuck over there, still there. So the blood stasis is still there. That's why even your bone kind of like okay, temporary now, but if you still have blood stasis, your pain is still gonna be there. So, but acupuncture can really move the blood. So the blood stasis is not gonna be stuck over there. That's why your pain will be gone. So that's why a lot of people tried whatever, then finally they tried acupuncture, they said, wow, finally acupuncture helped me. If I know this, I should come to acupuncture the first time,
Yeah. Well, even with the chiropractic situation that, I'm in, I've been 3 visits now and still uncomfortable. So, and I know, the doctor is very knowledgeable. He's a great guy. He's doing his thing, but now I'm learning from you that there are other things going on there that he can only take care of so much. And a lot of, I'm wondering about this now that I think about it. Many chiropractors use a target gun that moves around, or they'll put something on you that moves around your back. I wonder if that's also a form of trying to move the blood around.
I think so. Yes, it can help, but the point is, about acupuncture, because we learned all the theory about Chinese medicine, we know, yes, usually the pain caused by the blood stasis or qi stagnation, but usually it's come together with some either like, for example, spleen deficiency, right? We see in Chinese medicine, we see spleen kind of like in control of the muscle. So if your spleen is deficient, your muscle will be weak. And also spleen in charge of the TNT, right? So when your spleen is deficient, you cannot really transform the nutrient you are taking in to the qi and blood. Then you're not strong. In that way, you will be more easily prone to the pain. Like, for example, if I lift up something heavy, I may be okay. But if somebody else, if they are deficient, they may be easily get injured or feel the pain. So that's why Chinese medicine, I think, is a little bit, better. I'm not talking about better than, everybody. Just say, because we treat the root. Even you come in just for neck pain, I'm not gonna just treat you for neck pain. I will check your tongue, check your pulse, say, actually you also have spleen deficiency. I will treat your spleen, I will tonify your spleen. In that way, you're not only gonna get rid of your pain, but also your spleen gonna get stronger, your muscle will be stronger. You will be less prone, to injury or whatever.
Is it reasonable to think that if somebody goes to you for an issue, let's say it's neck pain, right? And in your evaluation, you identify that, there's a spleen situation going on that may be causing some of the neck pain. After you do a treatment, they may see other benefits as well that could have been connected to a compromised spleen.
Very good, Steve. Actually, that happened a lot to my patients. I mentioned earlier the young patient. She came to me for neck pain, right? So she didn't mention about anything else. She just said, Dr. Kelly, I have neck pain. I sit in front of the computer, work whole day. I got the neck shoulder pain. Can you help me? So then when I checked her tongue and pulse, I found out her spleen is really deficient. She also had a problem of, she's very young, but she had like big sagging bag, like, beneath her eyes. So I didn't say anything because I don't want the patient to feel uncomfortable. You don't just tell patient like, oh, you have big eye bag, right? So, but I figured out that she had spleen deficiency. So when I treated her back, her neck pain, I also put some point to tonify her spleen. So that's the first time. The second time she came back is already better. Her pain, her eye bag is so much less. So that's why she's very happy. Like later on, we did talk about it. She said, yes, I noticed it. My friend noticed it. Thank you so much. So you come in for the pain, but actually you get treated for your whole body health. You're going to be like a much healthier person.
Wow. When we talk about, and as my friend asked the question about acupuncture, doing much of the same thing that Botox does, Is that because that the blood isn't flowing within one's face, and that's where maybe some wrinkles appear?
Not only about that, actually the wrinkles kind of like going less. I'm not saying totally going away, but it's gonna getting less for sure, getting much lighter. So one is the blood and the qi can moving more smoothly on the face. No, not only on the face, for the whole body, because when we do facial rejuvenation, we're gonna do the points on the body too, because we never just do face, right? Because the face, it's represent our whole organ, right? Our spleen, our, stomach, the health of our organ represent on the face. So when I do facial rejuvenation, if the patients have wrinkles, actually because the spleen deficiency, or the color of the face kind of like pale, that's usually either the spleen deficient or, kidney can be deficient. I will tonify the kidney, tonify the spleen. After your organ getting healthier, you will have kind of like more qi and blood and smoother, circulation. So you will look younger. Let's say just happen to everyone.
How long does an average session last? Now, there's all different reasons why somebody might be going, but if you were to take it, the time involved, on average, what are we looking at here?
So usually for the first time, so I'm gonna ask a lot of questions about the history, about the medicine, are you taking? So that usually I will give about an hour. But for the follow-up, because then not gonna be so many questions anymore. So, but I'm still gonna check the time and pause stuff. So I would say about 45 minutes.
Okay. All right. And when it comes to the acupuncture needles actually being in use, would you say that's like maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, somewhere around there?
Yeah, usually after I put in needle, I usually let patient lying down for about half an hour so they can really relax. And also, the acupuncture can actually a lot of acupuncture, they just let the needle remain for 20 minutes.
Okay.
But I usually just let the patient have extra 10 minutes because a lot of patients feel so relaxed. They even fall asleep. I kind of like, okay, relax.
That's the best part, I'm telling you. Because we are forced to relax while we're under your care, as we have these busy lives. You're in New York City, and obviously this needs to be done in person. But as there's other things you can help and support with virtually, of course, a consultation and more. How do we find you? What's your website, Dr. Kelly?
It's Kelly121acupuncture.com. And they can email me at info@kelly121acupuncture.com, or they can call me at 347-885-1865.
Every time we have you on here, we learn so much today, even about, chiropractic. Those people do their job, but they can't do it all. Acupuncture seems to take care of, like you said, the root cause. Thank you so much for being here once again, Dr. Kelly. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Let's go inside the mind of a 10-year-old.
I should have worn those earrings today. I like those earrings. Gabby has those awesome earrings. I need to ask her where she got those, but that's just what she would want me to do. I'll have Michaela ask her for me.
Buckle up, Sarah.
Yeah, but then Michaela will be like, why don't you just ask her yourself? That's just like Michaela.
Sarah, buckle up.
Michaela's such a great name. I wish I was called Michaela. There's like a dozen Sarahs in my class.
Hey, we're not hitting the road until you buckle up, honey.
Oh yeah, seatbelt. I forget sometimes because my brain is like busy, I wonder if there's pizza at school today.
Sometimes it can be tough to get through to your kids, but it's not impossible. Always make sure they're wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Remember, you have the keys, you have the power. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.